Welcome back, everyone. You've entered the spiral again, a place of remembrance, of integration, of becoming whole. This is Sacred Spirals, a Tranquil Spirit podcast, and I'm your host, Krista. Today, we enter the first true doorway of the Shadow Work series. You've likely heard the phrase doing your shadow work thrown around. Maybe you even started to explore it. Maybe you've been terrified by it or unsure what it really means. Today, we bring it home. Not as a trend, but as a sacred practice. As a path of returning to yourself. Let's take a deep breath together. Inhale. And as you exhale, relax your shoulders and let your spirit settle in. Let's journey together. Shadow work begins in the underworld of the psyche, in the places that have been tucked away, pushed down, or hidden from view. The term itself was popularized by Carl Jung, who described the shadow as the unconscious aspects of the self. The parts we disown, reject, or repress. But before Jung, ancient mystics, shamans, priests, priestesses, and seers all understood the same truth. That wholeness comes from integration, not from spiritual bypass, not from only embracing the light, but from facing what we've been taught to fear. The shadow is not bad. It is not evil. It is not something to be fought. It is something to be loved back into being. When we suppress grief, grief lives in the shadow. When we shame our anger lives in the shadow. When we silence our pleasure, our voice, our sensitivity, it becomes a ghost inside of us. And so shadow work is a homecoming, a turning inward, a sacred act of soul tending. This isn't just personal work. It is soul work. It is lineage work. It is collective work. When we meet our shadows with compassion, we break cycles. We soften walls. We return power to our voice, our bodies, our truth. This is why shadow work is sacred. Because it reconnects you to all of you, not just the polished, filtered parts. You are whole. You always were. Shadow work just helps you remember. And it takes courage, deep courage, because sometimes it means facing the things you weren't ready to feel when they first happened. But you don't have to do it all at once. We take it one breath at a time, one layer at a time. You might ask, how do I know what's in my shadow? Look at what triggers you. Look at what you judge in others. Look at what you avoid in yourself. Shadow is found in those split-second reactions where the nervous system fires, the body tenses, and your inner protector steps in. It shows up in perfectionism, people-pleasing, rage, numbness, control, withdrawal, hyper-independence. And underneath it all, wounds, memories, stories, forgotten selves. To work with the shadow is to stop running. It's to turn toward the discomfort and sit with it. In my own life, shadow work has felt like crawling through a sacred cave. Blind at first, but then, slowly, my eyes adjust. I meet the girl who stopped crying, the teen who hid her brilliance to feel safe, the woman who wore a mask just to be accepted. These are not enemies. These are echoes. They are waiting to be heard. And this isn't quick work. It is slow, cyclical, soulful, and it can be deeply beautiful. Let me tell you a quick story. There wasn't one big dramatic moment that cracked me open. No lightning strike, no final straw. Just a quiet knowing that slowly rose inside me like the tide, until it could no longer be ignored. I was deep in my head, again, caught in the swirl of making everyone comfortable, holding back my truth, trying to keep the peace, even at the expense of my own voice. I had done this for forever. People pleasing, perfecting, performing calm while chaos brewed inside. It was how I thought I stayed safe. But in that quiet moment, I heard something shift. A whisper from deep within. And it said, I can't do this anymore. This is not peace. This is exhaustion. Trying to make everything perfect is not control. It's fear. Staying small does not protect me. It buries me. And that's when I realized my shadow wasn't here to hurt me. She was trying to protect me in the only way she knew how. Keeping quiet? That was a survival instinct. Being a perfectionist? That was her way of preventing rejection. People pleasing? That was her armor against abandonment. She wasn't cruel. She was scared. And in that moment, I saw her not as a villain to banish, but as a protector who had simply forgotten that I am safe now, that I have grown, that I can speak, that I can be seen. And so instead of pushing her away, I sat with her and I whispered back, "Thank you for trying to keep me safe, but I'm ready to do this a different way now." My shadow wasn't out to hurt me. She was only trying to protect me in a way she learned long ago. You don't need to fix anything. You don't need to go digging. The first step is simply this: noticing, becoming curious. So here are some gentle journal prompts to begin with. What emotions or traits in others trigger something in me? What part of myself am I afraid others might see? When do I feel unseen, unworthy, or not enough? What memories still feel tender or unresolved? Let your breath be soft as you listen to what arises. You can pause this episode and write, or just reflect. There is no wrong way to spiral inward. And just real quick, let's clear up a few things. Myth: shadow work is scary. Truth: it can feel tender, but it is deeply loving. Myth: you have to fall apart to do shadow work. Truth: you can be steady and still choose to spiral inward. Myth: shadow work is one and done. Truth: it is cyclical, ongoing, ever deepening. It's not a task to check off. It's a sacred relationship with the hidden parts of you. So if you're able to, at this moment, find a safe and quiet space. Let your body settle. Let your breath slow. Close your eyes. Now, Imagine you're entering a dark but sacred cave. It's warm, ancient, safe. You walk barefoot. Each step takes you deeper, deeper until you reach a circle of stones. In the center, a mirror. You kneel before it, and in that mirror, you see a part of yourself, one that you've rejected or abandoned. What do they look like? What do they feel like? Now, speak to this part. Ask it, what do you need me to see? What are you still carrying? Listen, breathe, and receive. And now say this aloud or in your heart. I see you. I honor your story. You are safe with me now. When you're ready, begin to walk back out of the cave. But know this part walks with you now, integrated, welcomed, loved. Take a moment now to reflect. You've done brave, sacred work. Journal what came up. Voice memo your feelings. Sit in silence or take a salt bath to integrate. And if you want to deepen this work, light a candle this week in honor of your shadow. Write a love letter to a part of yourself you've judged. Say to yourself each morning, All of me is worthy of love. Remember, this is not a one-time ritual. This is a path, a spiral, a return. Place your hand on your heart. Say softly, I honor the hidden. I welcome the unseen. I am reclaiming all of me. If you have an altar, go ahead and offer a flower, a stone, or a prayer. We are not forcing, not fixing, just being in relationship with your whole self. Remember, you are not too much. You are not too late. You are not broken. You are becoming. And your becoming is sacred. Let me offer you this blessing. May the parts you hide feel held. May the stories you carry find compassion. May the spiral of your healing bring you home. Thank you for walking the spiral with me. If this episode moved something in you, I invite you to share it with a friend, journal about what surfaced, or just return to this practice often. You can return here anytime. You can bring your tears, your rage, your questions. All are welcome. You can also explore more offerings, sessions, and soul tools at tranquil-spirit.com. And if you'd like to get even deeper, my book Whispers of the Veil is available on Amazon. And until next time, may your spiral be sacred.